Oops, I did it again. Sam, finish my lyrics.
Played with your heart. Promise, God.
Use miles? We use kilometers. I don't know what miles is. Yeah.
Arriba.
Abajo, al centro, para adentro.
Well, hello. It's really awkward actually doing this vlog alone. Sam's not here, so it's literally just me. So Sam actually just went to Vienna today with Lynn and Camilla. I'm just chilling here, so. So this episode is for Belgium. That one was not too bad, thankfully, except for like having to run into this crazy lady that lived with us in the room.
She was the catalyst to a lot that will haunt me.
But other than that, it was great. So first of all, getting on the bus. This bus is actually a real big pain. You show up, everyone has a seat number, but what sucks is there's a few stops along the way before you get to like your destination. We took a bus to Belgium and it was like about 6 hours. Basically, you would have the same seat number as someone else and then they get on after you. So you could be like, Sam was like really dead, like completely passed out. So every while someone would come and actually make us move seats. And it was not fun. You'd have to pick up your stuff. And so like our backpacks and everything, you pick that up and you move, so. So there was no thinking in this process whatsoever. And then, yeah, and yeah, but yeah, and yeah, and yeah. So we made it to Belgium, thankfully. What we didn't think through is that for some reason we're very bad at booking Airbnbs or like even like hostels. So we booked one that was like on the other side of the city. And we, as discussed previously, we are broke.
I just realized I'm broke and they're laughing at me.
So we did not really want to pay for a bus. So we took this as what we tend to call, when you're kind of traveling abroad and you want to, you know, save up on money and not like buy a bus ticket. You don't say that to your friends. You don't say, oh, like I don't want to pay for a bus ticket, because then you sound like too broke. So what we say is, oh, I want to explore the city and have a nice walking tour to get to our hotel.
So today's topic is going to be talking about the language that I have created.
Now see, that's kind of like, in other words, trying to say, I'm too broke to buy a bus pass, so we're gonna go walk to the hotel and we're gonna try to enjoy this walk because we're gonna pretend to see stuff and be amazed, and that's gonna get us through that walk.
I don't know, I need help. Does anyone else have this problem? Am I the only one with this problem? Like I stub my toe. Ooh, ooh.
And we did make a few stops. We're doing this thing where we're trying to try the McDonald's of every single like country we visit to see if it's like different and like just try whatever new dish there is. So we naturally see a McDonald's and we're like, oh my god, okay, let's check it out. This is after a solid like 8 hours of journeying. We get there and then I'm like, okay, Sam, like I'm gonna go use the washroom, and like Sam and Camilla, like Sam comes with me and Camilla stays like upstairs. So it's like a downstairs thing. So you go downstairs and there's this lady straight up sitting at her table, and she's just like, she has like a little paper stand and she's like, it says like 30 like, I don't even know what cents of euros is, like centimes, I don't know, 30 euro cents to use the washroom at a McDonald's. And then I'm like, I didn't even see it. I just walked in. Lady grabs me by the arm and she's like, hey, like pay. And I'm like, for what? Like, and she was like, oh, like for the utilities and cleaning up. I'm like, this is the biggest like fast food chain and you can't afford that. And then she was like, no, you have to pay or you can't use it. So I just turned around, went right back up, and she was yelling at me and she's like, you don't have 30 cents to spare to use the washroom? I was like, with all my sadness, sad face, and I was like, I actually don't have money. No, I don't have money to spend on this washroom, so I'm gonna hold it. Thank you though.
I don't have enough money for chicken nugget.
And we just exit. We took a solid 10 minutes to find Camilla. She had disappeared, so McDonald's have like 3 floors. We went like up and down looking for Camilla. Could not find her. Turns out she was just standing right outside, so not a smart move from us. I don't know why I've incorporated a British accent. It's pretty trash as well. Oh, frick. We saw this really cool casino, actually. We decided to walk in, realized we had no money, and none of us like to gamble. So we walked right back out. You know when you're on a trip and you say, oh my god, I'm gonna go back and visit that place. And you never do. No one ever does.
Damn, Sam, are we coming back to gamble?
Yes, sir. It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
We left there and then we went to walk around, reached our Airbnb. I kid you not. I was very happy with it. I didn't even book it, and I'd give Sam, she would have been right here. I would have given her a lot of props because that was a great, like, it was a hostel, but it was like literally like a hotel. They had like a common room, they had like really cool rooms, and it was very nicely decorated. I was amazed. It was super cheap. So if anyone ever wants to stay in somewhere in Brussels, like 10 out of 10 would recommend this place. Like, it was super good. And then yeah, so we stayed there. We chilled there the first night. Chilled. We were not chilled. First night we decided to you're in Belgium. They're famous for fries, waffles, and beer. Again, none of us drink beer. We don't tend to drink that much. Well, so it was our first time trying beer, and we were like, we should. And we had nothing to do, so we were like, okay, let's do it. So we go down to the bar. We tell the lady, we're like, we're new here, so suggest to us like your beer. Like, none of us know anything about beers. I don't know what a blonde is. I don't know like the different colors, but I guess like darker is heavier. And I don't know like sweet, bitter, like none of us know any of that. And she's like, okay, I will take care of this. Turns around, takes out 3 beers, opens them, 3 of them up already. And this is us, like not even, like we were just looking at each other trying to first understand what on earth a blonde is. And why I said blonde, because we don't understand what a blonde is. And us regretting even asking for a blonde because we don't know what it is. And then this lady turns around and already is pouring 3 beers.
Well, we kind of fucked up.
We're just there like, oh, I guess we're all gonna start liking beer from now on. We decide to each have a sip. And let's just say some were good, some were not. We all didn't react well. You know when you drink alcohol and you just go, and that was basically us for every single sip. So we decided to each try the beers, and we found that only one of them tasted really good, and we all liked that same one. We improvised and decided we would actually do a round table of beer. We take a sip, switch, and we kept going till we finished the one that we liked. And then when it came down to it, we just decided to make one of us chug it. And then we went up to our room. At first we didn't know that there was anyone, because the first time we got there, It was just us and there was an extra bed and we're like, oh, okay, cool. We walk back in and we're laughing and then there's just a lady laying there and we're like,
wait a minute! Who are you?
where did this lady come from? I don't know. Was she weird? Yes. Were we scared? Yes. Did we make a run for it? Yes. Just decided to chill in the hallway. So we go back outside and... Give me. Good job. Honestly, it was a fun time, you know, self-entertain. The next day we went on a walking tour, like an actual walking tour. I don't know how we're gonna differentiate because there's an actual tour, like a tour guide, like he's certified, he knows what he's talking about. Learned a lot of facts, it was pretty cool. Belgium is one of those underrated places, I'm not gonna lie. No one really goes on exchange and says, oh my god, I went to Belgium. But like, I would go again, honestly. I would like take the time, even though it's like a bus ride, like that's 6 hours. Angry customers, fighting, throwing you off the bus, it's all good. We walked around, learned a lot of interesting facts. Fact number 1, did you know that Belgium is actually one of the most multicultural cities in the world? Most people are actually immigrants into the city. The guy who was giving the tour is actually British, and he was giving us the tour and he was saying how it makes him feel really at home. Like the fact that everyone is not from the city makes you feel like you're all like moving in together kind of thing. So it's pretty cool. So at night we went for waffles, and like waffles in Belgium are just like, I personally never liked waffles, but waffles in Belgium,
Oh my god! Wow! Oh my god!
we saw the mannequin piss. I think that's mannequin piss. Camilla really wanted to see him, like that was the main goal of the trip. And we show up, and we see him, and Camilla's face.
Camilla, are you satisfied?
Yes.
But he's so small.
Like for real, he is so small. He's tiny. Like you'd think you'd see like a big mannequin. He's tiny, and it's literally a cute little child. And that night we decided to buy a bottle of wine. This is the wine happy dance.
Alright, let's see.
Going to our hotel room because it's legal to hold alcohol outside.
In the streets, not yelling.
So this is where it goes south. We reached the hotel and we're like, okay, ready to open it. We thought it was just a cap. We open it and it's actually like, you know, you need the wine opener to like pull it out. We didn't have a wine opener. We did not. We tried using Sam's keys to open it.
Maybe I have to do it on an angle.
We tried, we looked it up online. They said to actually break the bottle and just get rid of the glass and drink, but we didn't have a bowl to do that. And even if we did have a bowl, I would not do that. No, that would not have happened. So we decided to just take it home with us and, you know, use it up here. We ended up giving it to other people anyways, and I'll never know what it tasted like. The next day we went to Bruges.
Me and Sam are making a bet. How do you pronounce it?
Bruges.
Bruges? No. So you know that city? Like whatever city it's called. We don't know. Like we know Brussels. There's a second city in Belgium. And Bruges? Camilla, are you gonna put a bet on this? Bruges.
B-R-U-G-E-S. Yeah, Bruges.
Bruges. I'm gonna bet on Bruges.
But we went late at night, so really did look like a ghost town. Really did think we were gonna get kidnapped. They were all alleyways that we walked through. We were kind of scared for our lives. At some point there was no other people than us. and it was about an hour and a half train ride. And we stayed there for like an hour maybe, and then walked back, trained back. Oof, we're not walking there. That train ride back was not, We had to stand the whole way, and then we actually had our masks by then because we heard in the news, and our parents kind of like warned us, they're like, you need masks. Back early in the morning, we walked and got ourselves some masks. Apparently, according to the guy, those were like the last masks they had. Paid €2 for like disposable masks. And then we wore them. We were the only people wearing them. We actually made some great friends on the tour the day before, and we chilled with them, our Brazilian friends. We had a nice little talk that night. Will not reveal in this video what the talk was, but it was an interesting talk. Learned about different cultures and how different both our cultures are. Quite interesting. They're great girls. But yeah, it was great meeting them. We also met an Australian guy. He was really nice. Learned a lot about Australia too. I think that's the best thing about hostels. Like, if you get the right hostels, you get the chance to actually meet good people and, you know, like talk to people, learn about their cultures, their stories. Like, it's pretty sick. Chilled there, woke up the next morning, went looking for the bus that we're supposed to take back. We couldn't find the bus. And then we found us in this weird alleyway, and we're like, okay, sure, why not? If you know Flixbus, it's like a green bus. So whenever we see a green bus, we just walk towards it. This doesn't sound safe at all, but it's what we did. And it turned out to be the bus, and we took the bus. That went quite well. On the way back, we were snacking on the chocolates that we made at the chocolate factory in Belgium as well.
Are you gonna finish that? I'll take that as a no.
If you have one day in Belgium, maybe don't do a chocolate making tour, but if you do, then it's good because you get to go home with chocolate. And it was like 28 pieces, and they tell you eat it within like 1 or 2 weeks. So that's an excuse for you to binge on chocolate, and no one can stop you because you're gonna say, I didn't want them to go bad. Yeah, we made it home safely, thankfully. And I'd say this was a pretty successful trip. It wasn't too bad. But stay tuned for next week when everything goes bad. I'm kidding, not that bad, but pretty bad. But kind of regretted life, but we still had a good time. So that's it for Belgium. I hope you guys enjoyed this, but one of my fave trips so far. See you guys next week on another segment of us probably doing something stupid and regretting it.